Okay, guys, you've seen the drama that's happening. Roblox YouTubers are facing hate, especially the drama covers. The people that cover drama are getting a lot of hate, right? So we're gonna be reacting to one of their videos to even see if they actually deserve the hate, or because people are saying they're monetizing off someone else's demise. So let's check it out.
I just want to warn you guys that this is one of the most disgusting situations I have ever talked about on my channel, and honestly one of the worst in Roblox's history. There will be a lot of sensitive topics discussed in this video, and I'll do my best to keep it fairly censored to avoid showing most of the super sensitive topics, because
Do they
this
deserve the
situation
hate
is
though?
honestly insanely disgusting. But to give full context, let's go to the very start, which is understanding what exactly happened. But basically, the situation all started about a day ago, when on Twitter there was a document posted by an individual named Ren, exposing the creator of
We
a
saw,
popular
we saw.
game by the name of Pressure. Now, for those who are not too familiar with Pressure, it's basically a game similar to Doors, if you've ever played Doors, and is massively popular with over 500 million visits and a very strong community. I would honestly consider it one of the biggest games on Roblox, as it recently passed over 100,000 players at one single time. And this game was in fact made by an individual named Your Friend Zeal. That is the owner of the game. Of course, there was a massive team behind it, which I'll be talking about in just a moment, but Your Friend Zeal, the owner of the Urban Shade group, which owns Pressure, is the main person exposed in this document. Now, the document itself spans over 100 pages with over 235 screenshots. I'm not going to be able to delve specifically into every single example, so there will be a link in the description if you'd like to read the whole thing, but I'll basically give you guys a summary of the whole situation. For full context, an individual by the name of Ren, or no longer Noel, was the music composer of Pressure.
Wait,
Now,
yeah,
Ren had
yeah, yeah.
actually
It
quit working
was
for
Ren.
Pressure in 2025 after psychological abuse and feeling overworked. This was its own situation, but after that happened, the entire team of the game blocked Ren from every single server and called Ren unstable and a liability. And then a few months later, in September of 2025, at the Roblox Developer Conference, an in-person event for Roblox developers, the owner of Pressure by the name of Zeal reconnected with Ren. In their contacts, Zeal allegedly started to spend weeks normalizing physical.
Wait, what? Wait. Let me not comment, because I'm kind of like, why was she there? But I kind of get like Roblox developers, so they have to be there.
Contact through messages, dozens of "I'm gonna pick you up and toss you around" texts with Ren, cute animal
Oh yeah, I saw those. Bro, those were disgusting.
videos captioned "wanna do this" that escalated from innocent to suggestive. And before I go further, I want to say that this is all alleged, coming from the words of Ren in this exposed document, which does have a lot of proof and a lot of people backing it up. However, of course, this is all
It's not alleged. It actually happened. I'm pretty sure it actually happened. Because why would you make a document that is like 200 something things and it's not real?
alleged. Now, Zeal allegedly blocked Ren from reconnecting with any of the other team members of Pressure and only spending time with him. And once Ren and Zeal were in person at the Roblox Developer Conference, Zeal instantly lifted up Ren into the air without even saying hello, and then also doing weird things following that, like pulling Ren on top of him and texting Ren about wanting them to be closer to each other with fewer people around, removing witnesses, basically. Now, on the night of September 3rd, Ren was in a full emotional crisis, apparently, crying uncontrollably, having a BPD episode on a new medication. During the situation, Ren was very vulnerable, and Zeal offered to come into their hotel room. Zeal held Ren for an hour and a half while
You let him come in. You didn't realize he was a creep from the start. So you let him come in your hotel. Right.
Ren screamed and cried and was going through a massive episode, in an emotional crisis, going through a lot of things. And once Ren had basically tired herself out, being fully exhausted and limp, Zeal started to do some very disgusting things. I'm gonna keep it very censored here because, for one, I don't want this video getting taken down, and
Don't worry, me, I'll tell you.
very specific details in the document, but Ren basically did not consent to any of this contact that they were having, even saying it hurts, no, and pushing away from Zeal. And whenever Ren would say anything,
Whoa. This just escalated.
Zeal would basically just ignore it or act like it didn't mean anything. And after the whole situation, he panicked, and as he left the room, he said, "Can't."
I remember they said, no one will believe you because Roblox players or developers don't get no.
can't
Yeah.
wait for the Google Docs in 5 years, instantly proving
Yeah, I
that
heard that
Zeal
also.
genuinely knew what he did was wrong and that he would get exposed for it. Even if it was some sort of joke, this is honestly sadistic. Not only did he do these disgusting things, but he absolutely knew they were wrong. On the second night, something very similar happened again, which I'm not going to delve specific into the details, again, it's in the document. But following this, there were visible marks left on Ren's neck, and when confronted the next morning, Zeal laughed it off, saying no one at RDC would even recognize what they were. This emotional manipulation by Zeal left Ren to attempt to end their life the night of the Roblox award, but luckily Ren survived, and following this, spent 6 months in therapy before writing this document. Now right off the bat, this situation is disgusting. Of course it's all alleged, but with as much information and proof.
Okay, I'm done. None of this is alleged. Just tell you. Let me real quick. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you in the most simplest way I can. So if you're harassed, right? Right. If you're harassed, you don't go to the cops. You say, no, I'm not gonna go to the cops. I'm gonna go to the internet. You didn't go to the cops. Why? You're so threatened. You didn't go to the cops. Why? Like, I don't get these people, bruh. Like, go to the bloody police, not write a full Google Docs. Okay, the Google Docs is necessary, but why don't go to the police? But I'm done with these people. But sub, like, yeah, bruh. I can't make sense of these people. I'm not even involved. I'm just like weirdly weirded out. Go to the police, gang.